Hey, third grade, you guys have been working so hard on these slideshows. Mrs. Lutz and I have been saying just how incredibly impressed we are with how much you guys have been able to accomplish. So give yourselves a huge pat on the back. You guys are doing awesome. So today's lesson is a little bit kind of going back into the last couple lessons that we've done. So I want to talk to you today about tying up your loose ends, right? So we're getting towards the end of our project. A lot of you are noticing that your slides are filling up, right? And you think you're really, really close to being done. Next week, like I told you guys, the last lesson we were together, next week we're going to really work on editing and revising. So today I really want to focus your energy on tying up these loose ends and thinking about how far we've come and making sure that we've hit everything that we've been practicing. So here I have these are like some big lessons that we've done in the last 4 sessions together. And so we took some time to do some goal setting. All right. When we were goal setting, we thought, what do we want to teach our audience? Right. So today I want you to ask yourself, did you accomplish your goal? As you go through your slideshow today, did you, set out to teach your audience what you wanted to teach them? Okay. If you wanted your audience or your readers to walk away as experts or to walk away feeling entertained, do you think you did that? Right? So just evaluate your goal. The next lesson that we did together was using these guiding questions. This is when we were thinking about like the what, when, where, why, how, and using those question words to create our subtopics for each slide. So think to yourself, did you answer all of those guiding questions, or are you leaving your readers with something left to like a mystery that hasn't been solved yet, right? When we're writing nonfiction, we don't want to leave our readers with mysteries. So ask yourself, did I answer all of the questions that there could be about my topic? Okay. The next one is this purple guy over here. Did I use specific details? So think to yourself, did you write with details? Did you use things like numbers, shapes, sizes, exact names of things? Did you use quotes? Did you describe colors, right? It's really important to make sure that we're using specific details. So go back through today and ask yourself, did you do that? And our last lesson was growing our ideas by using nonfiction text features. So, did you label pictures? Did you write captions? Did you use vocabulary words? Did you add examples or diagrams? We talked about doing sidebars or like those little, did you know blurbs. So, think to yourself, did I go through the last couple lessons and did I do that, right? Did I achieve my goal? Did I use my guiding questions? Did I write with details? And did I use nonfiction text features? Okay. So you're just kind of evaluating how far you've come at this point and making sure that you have filled in all of your slides. I want to show you some cool things that you can do. So you guys might be looking at like your title slide and thinking, I really want a picture here. Some of you have already done that. If you have, awesome. If you haven't, I'm going to show you how. So when you're in Google Slides, you find this button up here that says insert. Okay. You're going to insert image. And if you upload from computer, that means you already have a picture saved on your computer that you can find. But most of us don't have that already. So just go search the web. Okay. Now I had flood typed in here because that's my topic. I can type in flood again. And let me move my face here. But here I can go through these pictures and say, okay, what's going to be like a really good attention grabber for my audience? All this kind of with a car, that's kind of wild. So I clicked on my picture, and then you're going to click on this blue button down here that says insert. Now the picture is just going to plop itself right in your slideshow, no matter how big or small it is. And looking at my slideshow right now, you guys can see like, I can't leave it like this, where it's covering up my title. It's covering up all my good stuff. So you're going to use these little squares in the corners and in the middle, and you can resize and move your image around. Okay. So when you get the 4 arrows that go all over your picture, you can move these around. And then you can make it smaller, make it bigger, stretch it out. And then you might have like these little red things come up. That just means it's helping you center your image. So I'm going to use those red lines as a guide. And that tells me that I'm nice and centered. Now, looking at it, it doesn't look quite centered to me, so I'm going to line it up with my text. And look at that. There's another red line that pops up to give me the option to line it up with my text. And maybe I like that better. And I think I do. Let me move myself over here. So there's my title slide. I added a picture. It has my title. It has my name. Okay. Some of you have your name but don't quite have a title yet. So that might be a good place to start. I'm going to skip the table of contents for now. I want to show you guys, I want you to think when you are reading a nonfiction book, how many times do you come across a bold word? Right? Like a lot. So I want to show you guys how to do that. My topic is floods. So if I'm looking at this slide, what is a flood? A flood is an overflow of water. So I kind of gave my readers a definition, didn't I? I gave them a definition of the word flood, right? This sentence right here, a flood is an overflow of water. So the key word here is flood. I can go in and highlight this word just like you would see a bold text in a nonfiction book that you're reading for research. You can do that to your slideshow. So I highlight the word flood. I can make it bold. And I'm even going to change my color. And I'm going to use this orange because it's part of my theme. So if you see this theme, this means that these are all the colors that kind of match the theme that you guys are already using. If you changed your theme, you'll have a different color palette here, but you can change it to any color. My advice is all the bold words that you guys make are all the same color. So there's my bold word. What is a flood? A flood is. Now that word is going to be added to my glossary. So let's go down here to my glossary. And now I can write the word flood. That's the first word that I bolded, so I'm going to keep it in order, or you can do it in alphabetical order. And I wrote a flood is an overflow of water. So my definition, I can say a flood is an overflow of water. Oops. And I can edit my little mistake here. And there we go. And we can start chipping away at our glossary today. I went ahead and I added also, let me move myself again, some pictures. And we talked about last time adding those really cool like sidebar things and how they could be fun facts. They could be separate sidebar stories, or they could be like jokes that you might find. I felt like making a joke about a flood might be a little insensitive. So I went with finding some fun facts. So this flood page, what is a flood? I added a picture and then I added did you know? And you'll see throughout my slideshow today, I have a couple did you knows. And it says no region is safe from flooding. All 50 states can experience a flood. Okay. And here I have the next slide. Why do floods happen? I added a picture and another did you know? And I said, did you know flash floods can bring walls of water from 10 to 20 feet high? So this is where, like, as you were reading, any kind of notes that you guys took, like your wow moments. Remember when we were thinking about, I have it right here, our 3, 2, 1 things that you learned, things that you were wondering, right? You might have also taken some notes about any like wow things, like things that shocked you. And maybe you don't have like a good place to fit it in your subtopics. The did you know boxes are a perfect spot for that. So you can use those caption boxes like I did and add those fun facts, those things that really shocked you and amazed you and made you like, whoa, I got to write that down. This is a really good place to put them. Okay, on my next slide here, you can see I went ahead and I have some more bold words. So today I'm going to work on adding flash floods and diseases to my glossary. And then I also have National Weather Service, evacuate, and dike. So those are the words today that I'm going to make sure are all in my glossary. I'm going to make sure that all of my slides are filled in. And I'm also going to make sure that my slides have pictures, okay? So staying safe. This slide is all about staying safe. We talk about keeping an emergency kit. So I think a good picture here, instead of a flood, might be an emergency kit. Let me drag myself over again. So I'm going to backspace where I typed flood, and I'm going to write emergency kit. Okay. And these are all pretty good options. I like that this one has a flashlight. So I'm going to click on that one. And again, whoops, I'll click insert. And remember, it just kind of plops it right at you. So you're going to have to do some resizing. Look, it has the bottles of water. Perfect, perfect. That's all the things that we need. And then I can add another did you know here on this page. All right. So that's what you guys are going to be working on today, right? Tying up all your loose ends, thinking about all of the lessons and how far we've come, and ask yourself, did you remember to do all of these things? And if you did, great. You'll spend some time tying up your loose ends, like thinking about your glossary, thinking about your bold text, any fun facts or pictures that you want to add. Today is the day to get all of those things done. I'm really, really excited to see how far you guys have come. I can't wait for these presentations to happen. We have another week and a half, and then we'll be able to present them and show them off to everyone. I'm so proud of you guys. Keep working hard. I'll talk to you soon.